We have 30 Bible trivia questions for you on the book of Genesis. We'll have a mix of multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, and short answer questions with easy, medium, and hard level Bible questions. If you are keeping score of your Bible knowledge, here is our Milk to Manna point scale from beginner to the Bible scholar. Where will you fall? Let's get started and find out. Question 1. What did God create on the first day? The sun and the moon, the heavens, or light? And God created light on the first day as seen in Genesis chapter 1. Question 2. What did God plant in the east? Was it a tree, a garden, or a field of grain? And God planted a garden in the east, in Eden, according to Genesis chapter 2. Question 3. Which tree was in the middle of the garden? Was it the tree of life, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or both? And both trees were planted in the middle of the garden as seen in Genesis chapter 2. Question 4. How did Adam come to life? Did God breathe into him? Was it a wind? Or did God speak life into Adam? And God breathed life into Adam's nostrils as seen in Genesis chapter 2. Question 5. True or false? While Adam slept, God formed Eve out of dust. And that is false. God formed Eve out of Adam's rib, according to Genesis chapter 2. Question 6. After Adam and Eve sinned, what did God put in front of the tree of life? Was it an angel, a flaming sword, or a fence? And God put a flaming sword in the way of the tree of life so that Adam and Eve could not access immortality. Question 7, here's a short answer for you. What were Cain and Abel's occupations? And Cain was a farmer and Abel was a shepherd, according to Genesis chapter 4. Question 8, how did God react to Cain after he killed Abel? Did God put a mark on Cain? Did he make him blind? Or did God curse Cain's children? And God put a mark on Cain so that no one would kill him, as recorded in Genesis chapter 4. Question 9, how old was Methuselah when he died? 989 years, 969 years, or 996 years? 969 years according to Genesis chapter 5, making him the oldest man to live on earth. Question 10, true or false? God told Noah to bring clean and unclean animals into the ark. And that is very true. 7 pairs of clean animals and 1 pair of unclean animals, according to Genesis chapter 7. Question 11. How many people were saved on the ark? 4 people, 6 people, or 8 people? 8 people, Noah, his sons Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and all of their wives, as seen in Genesis chapter 7. Did you know that most scholars believe that Moses authored the first 5 books of the Bible, which includes the book of Genesis? Question 11. How many days did it rain and how long did the water stay on the earth? 60 and 140 days, 40 and 150 days, or 40 and 180 days? And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and the water stayed on the earth for 150 days, according to Genesis chapter 7. Question 12. The people built what to reach heaven? A tower, stairs, or a pyramid? And the people built a tower to reach God in heaven, as seen in Genesis chapter 11. Question 13. Fill in the blank of this Bible verse. Come, let us go down and confuse their what? so that they will not understand each other. Confuse their language, and that's why it's called the Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11. Question 14. Who did God promise the land of Canaan to? Was it Abram, Abraham, or Jacob? And he was still called Abram when God promised him the land of Canaan, as found in Genesis chapter 12. Question 15. Which mountain range was Isaac almost sacrificed on? Nebo, Sinai, or Moriah? And God led Abraham to the region of Moriah, as seen in Genesis chapter 22. Question 16. Who made a treaty with Abimelech, the Philistine king? Was it Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob? And it was Isaac who made the treaty according to Genesis chapter 26. Question 17. Who was the mother of Esau and Jacob? Was it Leah, Rachel, or Rebekah? And Rebekah was the mother of twins, as found in Genesis chapter 25. Question 18. True or false? Jacob deceived Esau to get the birthright. And that is false. Esau willingly gave up his birthright for a bowl of stew. Question 19. Another true or false? A servant gave Jacob specific instructions to deceive Isaac. And that is false. It was Rebekah, his mother, as seen in Genesis chapter 27. Question 20. Leah and Rachel had an argument over what? Jacob, mandrakes, or possessions? And it was mandrakes, a plant thought to have fertility properties. Find it in Genesis chapter 30. When you hit that like and subscribe button, you are pushing out Bible content into YouTube. Question 21. Jacob's name was changed to Israel when he reunited with Esau, settled in Egypt, or when he wrestled with a man. And his name was changed to Israel when he wrestled with a man, as seen in Genesis chapter 32. Question 22, true or false? Rachel died giving birth to Ben-Oni. And that is true. Before she died, she named the child Ben-Oni, but Jacob changed it to Benjamin, as seen in Genesis chapter 35. Question 23. What present did Jacob give Joseph? A coat, a ring, or land? And Jacob presented Joseph with a coat or a robe, as seen in Genesis chapter 37. Question 24, a short answer. Joseph had two dreams about him and his family. What were they? According to Genesis chapter 37, the brother sheaves of wheat bowed down to Joseph's wheat, and then the sun, moon, and 11 stars also bowed down to Joseph. Question 25. The brothers sold Joseph to the Midianites. Who were they? Slave traders, merchants, or soldiers? And they were merchants, according to Genesis chapter 37. Question 26, true or false? Joseph became the second in command of all of Egypt. And that is very true, as recorded in Genesis chapter 41. Question 27, Joseph put what in Benjamin's sack? Silver coins, silver idol, or a silver cup? A silver cup, as seen in Genesis chapter 44. Question 28, when Joseph revealed himself to his brothers, they were Overjoyed, terrified, or confused? And Genesis chapter 45 says the brothers were terrified or troubled. Question 29. Jacob crisscrossed his hands so that the blessing would come to who instead of who? Was it Ephraim and not Manasseh, or Manasseh and not Ephraim? Joseph put Ephraim on the left and Manasseh on the right of Jacob, but Jacob crisscrossed his hands so that his right hand would come on Ephraim's head to get the greater blessing. Question 30, fill in the blank of this Bible verse. The book of Genesis ends with the death of Joseph. The people of Israel would settle in Egypt, but Joseph remembered the promised land would be Canaan. And Joseph made the Israelites swear an oath and said, God will surely come to your aid, and then you must carry my what up from this place. Joseph made them promise that they would carry his bones from Egypt to the promised land as seen in Genesis chapter 50. For more Bible games and Bible quizzes, hit the link that is in the description box and keep yourself growing from milk to manna and get solid in the knowledge of God's Word.